What is up, guys? My name is Logan Chamelin. I create videos on the internet to inspire and encourage and teach other people how they can heal Crohn's naturally. In my case, I've had Crohn's for 4 years. It almost took my life once, and within the last 2 years I've been threatened to major stomach surgeries twice, and instead of going in and doing those surgeries, I just adopted extremely healthy life habits, extremely healthy diet habits. The first time I completely reversed the initial need for surgery, and right now I'm in the process of reversing the second time. This video is about how I manage to beat fatigue on a daily basis. Fatigue is something that is very common in the United States. It's that feeling of tiredness. It's when no matter how much sleep you get, you're still just exhausted. You still don't have the energy to go throughout your day. It really affects your day. It affects your life. It affects your work. It affects every part of you just because you don't have the energy. You don't have the motivation to keep going. You're just exhausted on a daily basis. And when it comes to Crohn's disease, it's very, very common. In my opinion, the reason why Crohn's disease patients are more likely to have symptoms of fatigue is because we're more likely having digestive problems and we're not getting adequate nutrition through just our foods and what we're eating on a daily basis, and this causes us to not have the energy we need and not recover like we should be and just not be able to fuel our bodies throughout the entire day like we need. So in this video, I'm going to break down 3 tips that I use on a daily basis to beat fatigue. Even for me, if I miss one of these or if I don't do all of them well, I still have symptoms of fatigue and I can still be super unmotivated and super tired some days. But with that being said, let's get right into the first step. The first and by far most important thing that I do that allows me to beat fatigue is I eat super healthy. On a daily basis, I'm eating as much vegetables and salad and just greens as I possibly can, and I'm throwing in good fats like avocado and olive oil and good carbohydrates like sweet potatoes and good proteins from vegetables and as much as I possibly can eat of just amazing foods. And when I eat super healthy, I feel so much more energized than I do when I don't eat healthy. And this gives me that extra energy, and it really makes my mood go up a lot more than most people think. How I eat literally affects every area of my life, and if I don't eat well, every area of my life is just terrible until I start back on my diet again. Some simple things that you can do today to start drastically increasing the quality of your food and then the quality of your life is cutting out things like sugars and sodas and fast food and processed foods and all of that, and focus on eating whole foods. Eat a lot of vegetables, eat a lot of healthy carbohydrates and a lot of good fats. Make sure that you're giving your body everything you need to be fueled efficiently on a daily basis. The second and big thing that I use is exercise. Some days I exercise as much as 3 times a day. I'll do cardio first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. After that, I'll get into the work day. I'll get work. I might start getting tired. I might start feeling fatigue. I start getting unmotivated. And then I go to the gym and then I lift weights. And that's usually about 30 minutes. And this is just enough to get my blood flowing, to get my energy up, to get my mind up. And then I start working again, and then I work until I get fatigued again, and then I normally go back to the gym and do another cardio session. Now this is on my extreme days when I'm home and I'm not traveling and when I'm not doing really anything besides working on myself and my craft. I understand that most people's schedules don't allow you to work out 3 times in one day. So even just working out 1 time in a day or having a 10-minute walk in a day, just getting your heart rate up, increasing your physical fitness, just making your body healthy will have a drastic impact on how much fatigue you feel on a daily basis. The third thing, and I just started really focusing on this recently, is your sleep and your recovery. I used to not really sleep well, and I never actually realized it. I always had to use the TV to drown my thoughts out and fall asleep, and then when I woke up I was always sluggish and it took me like an hour to actually get going through my day. Recently I stopped watching TV before I go to bed. I cut out the majority of screen time before I go to bed. I started taking melatonin, and that really allows me to fall asleep as soon as I get in bed, and then once I'm asleep it really allows me to have deep sleep that really enhances my recovery. So then when time comes to wake up, I don't have that sluggishness feeling for like an hour as soon as my alarm goes off. I'm energized and I literally jump out of bed now and I'm like ready for the day. Other things like making sure you don't have a meal 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed, and making sure you're plenty hydrated, just making sure that you're setting enough time to sleep, like 7 to 8 hours is what I get minimum. I always make sure to get enough sleep. This will make a huge difference in how you feel on a daily basis. Even if you don't think this is a problem, I would highly suggest trying something like melatonin or trying to increase the quality of your sleep, because for me, I went on for years and didn't realize that I was really lacking in the quality of my sleep. And then I started taking melatonin, I started cutting screens out. The amount of sleep I need has gone down, but the quality has gone up. And because of that, I've felt so much better over the last couple weeks. These are the 3 main things that I use to beat fatigue in my life. And I know that some of you might not be able to adapt some of these things, but little improvements in each area of your life will make a drastic difference in your fight with fatigue. I hope you found value in this video and can use any of these tips to improve the quality of your life. My name is Logan Tremelin. I am starting to create videos on the internet around how I can teach you guys and encourage you guys to heal Crohn's naturally, because that's what I've been doing over the last 4 years of my life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.